how self-aware are you? How much time do you take to really consider how much you influence the conversation at home, in your relationship, or just with your family in general? Do you ever take time to think about a conversation or maybe an argument or disagreement that didn't go the way that you wanted it to, and think about how you could have done it differently, how you could have responded differently, things that you wish you had said, things that you wish you hadn't said? Having a good level of self-awareness is so important to really being able to understand why relationship dynamics work the way they do, and how we are responsible for taking a certain situation in a certain direction. Now, obviously, we are not responsible for what the other person hears or what the other person does in response. But we are responsible in that moment for how we choose to behave, how we choose to act, and how we choose to respond. Especially in times like these, where most of us are in pretty confined living arrangements due to lockdown. Most of us aren't going out to work, but are now working at home, with our partners, with our children. And there's a lot of pressure on us, coming at us from all different angles. So how we respond with that in mind is really important to consider. It's important to consider now, but it's important to consider always. We are able to make a choice. Every minute of every day, we are able to make a choice about how we are going to behave. If you are in a tense conversation or are in conflict with your partner, how you choose to communicate with them will have a really huge bearing on how that plays out. As I said, you're not responsible for what your partner hears or what your partner does in response to your words. But you do have a choice to either be defensive or compassionate in that moment. In any moment. At any moment at all with anyone, we make a choice of how we want to behave, how we want to be seen, and who we want to be. So I'm asking you to think about these types of situations and consider just that. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be seen? And in that moment, which choice are you making? Are you being defensive, compassionate? I leave that with you.